Hey guys, welcome to Pastoral Homestead. Thanks so much for taking some time out of your day to join us for a Monday morning coffee chat. We appreciate it. I've been gone for a couple of weeks and I apologize for not posting these. Hope you haven't missed them too much. I've been to San Antonio with a big youth group and had a lot of fun that trip and came back and it was our anniversary. So we spent some time in Santa Fe, just me and the wife, and been married 3 years, and it's been a great 3 years, and look forward to many more. I'm sure most of you today feel the way I feel about where our country is, and may be saddened or disheartened, aggravated, or downright angry. And I'm not going to speak too much on the political stuff because we don't hear each other very well whenever we start talking about the politics of this. And I've never been a fan of Black Lives Matter movement. I've never been a fan of their methods, and I'm not really a fan of their end goal. However, I do feel that they have legitimate grievances, and I believe that they have some legitimate concerns. I don't think that they're, you know what, I'm not going to get off on all that. I think that they have legitimate concerns. I think that they have a legitimate reason and right to protest peacefully. Now, that's not what happened in Dallas, but I do think that they for sure have the right to protest, and I think that they have reason to protest. The other side is that I very highly respect police officers and what they do, and so I'm not going to get into those two sides because you probably have aligned yourself with one of those already, and so I'm not going to dive into that too much. However, there was something that happened in Dallas that night that I want you to consider, because I believe that it sets, if not a dangerous, it sets a very strange precedent for the way police are going to handle situations like this in the future. The police department cornered the man who had been shooting at them. This man had killed 5 police officers. He wounded a dozen more. And so I understand he's not their favorite guy at the moment, for sure. Also understand in Texas, because it's Texas, he probably would have been sentenced to death had he gone to trial. However, the police said that because they didn't want to risk further injury to their officers, when negotiations failed and he would not come out on his own accord, they sent in a drone after him, set off an incendiary device, and they killed him. It's the first time that a drone has ever been used to kill a United States citizen. Was it justified? Maybe. Maybe it was justified. But it's a slippery slope. Because where do you now draw this line that an officer can use a drone to take out somebody because their life's at risk? Anytime that you put on a badge, you're assuming risk to your life. The way I've always understood it, that comes with the job. And so the excuse or the reason that the drone was used was because they didn't want to risk any further injury to the police officers. I understand that. I'm not sure that's an adequate reason. There's risk every time that an officer pulls somebody over for a routine traffic stop. There's risk every time they just get in their vehicle and leave their driveway. And so now we're going to use risk as a reason to kill United States citizens with a drone. Now, I understand it wasn't a flying drone like we think of, but it was still a robotic piece of equipment that had a bomb on it that went in and killed a guy. Was that guy guilty? Absolutely. But he didn't have a chance at due process. He didn't have a chance to stand in front of a jury of his peers. I'm not saying I think it's right or wrong, but I am saying it changes things. And we need to be thinking about now the jobs of our police officers, when they can and can't use this type of force, and also be watching for a nationalized police force. I think that's coming. Maybe not even a nationalized police force, maybe a worldwide police force that is trained globally, maybe even by the UN, to deal with situations like this. This sets a precedent that I don't like, and nobody seems to be talking about it. I've seen a couple of articles, but they're fringe articles. A drone was used to kill an American citizen. I think it's the beginning of a slippery slope to military-style police tactics being ushered in. And we're drawing closer to that elusive one world government that we're all so scared about. Maybe not scared about, but definitely weary of. So, did they make the right decision? In the ways of not losing any more police officers, yes, they did. Does it set a dangerous precedent in my mind? Slippery slope? Absolutely. I hope somebody addresses this higher up, somebody more important than me. But it is something to think about and something to look into. So do some research and come to your own conclusion. On everything else that's going on, go out and hug somebody today. Go out and hug a police officer. Just tell them that you love them. Tell them that you're supporting them, that you pray for them. And hug on your friends. Hug on the people who are affected by this. You're probably never going to understand what they're going through 100%. But you can definitely show them some support. So I hope that you do that. I hope you take time out of your day to do that. Pray for our country. We need it. We're in interesting times. So hope I haven't taken too much of your time today. God bless you guys. Have a great, safe day, and we'll catch you next time.